Hello, my name is Ed and I'm an osteopath at the Movement and Wellbeing Clinic, and we are a multidisciplinary clinic offering osteopathy, physiotherapy and massage therapy to help you with any aches, pains, groans, moans, etc. Today we're doing a presentation about the top 5 back pain myths to help you help yourself if we can't help you. Back pain, it can be really scary and really intimidating. And there's a lot of people who lose their function. We're here to basically liberate you from that fear by giving you some 5 common back pain myths. Back pain is dangerous and causes tissue damage. It's a myth. It's a myth. Just because you have back pain doesn't mean that you've damaged anything. After 3 months, the body actually heals itself, so it's no longer damaged, so to speak. So if you have back pain that lingers longer than 3 months, it's actually far less likely to be something structural. And it's not that it's in your head, but there's other reasons for that, such as changing your gym routine, fatigue, and lack of sleep. These are all of the things that contribute towards back pain. Your back is actually very strong. So people are always worried when they come in as patients that something's seriously wrong. Of course, why wouldn't you? But less than 1% of all back pain is something that is dangerous, that you want to avoid. It's very, very rare. In my years of practice, I've only seen one example where I've had to refer on to a surgeon, and that was a gallbladder issue. So again, dangerous, but not in today's healthcare. It was fixed, and that was it. And that's in a good few years of practice. So we specialise in back pain and we don't see an awful lot of really hazardous, dangerous examples of it. Associated with specific pathology, that's things like rheumatoid arthritis, which is different to osteoarthritis. That's significant neurological issues. That's only 5 to 10%. The vast majority, 90 to 95%, is totally fixable. Obviously with help from you guys, with help from us guys, totally fixable. Okay. Now, who's had an image, an X-ray, an MRI scan? If anyone had one, so you'd recognise these. So if you look at that, if you consider, now obviously you're layman, right? It looks quite harmful, that, doesn't it? Obviously something's protruding out, looks like it's impacting on the nerve there. That looks like it's starting to degenerate. Can you see where it becomes less solid? If I told you these were scans of a 30-year-old's back who has total movement and no pain, what would you say to that? That person has no pain, normal function, but these would be classified as slip disc degeneration. This person was 30 years old. So brings us to the next myth, the myth that scans are reliable. So in certain circumstances they are, of course, with strokes, etc. you really want them, but when it comes to back pain, if you have a look at some of these, now demographic here, probably between 30 to 50. 80% of 50-year-olds have what's classified as disc degeneration on a scan, but they have no pain. 60% of 50-year-olds have a disc bulge with no pain. So if you have back pain, and it could just be muscular, there's a big chance that you actually have some form of disc bulge on a scan. But that's not contributing to your pain. Poor posture is totally related to back pain, it's not. Now, posture is good for a couple of things. Now, I see a lot of athletes in the clinic. You want good static posture when it comes to completing good quality movements. Like if anyone plays golf, you need that ability to have that static posture that's strong. Football players, rugby players, you need that posture if someone's going to plow into you at 40 miles an hour. You need these things, but it doesn't contribute to your back pain. It's also great for a psychological point of view as well. If you're meeting someone and your posture is better, you present a much better version of yourself. So I'd definitely suggest improving your posture. However, it's a myth if you think it's contributing to your back pain. One of my favourites, core exercises. So has anyone been told that before? Core exercises are going to help you back pain. Like I said, this myth came about for this reason. There was a study in, I think, 2004 It's a poor trial, actually, poor quality trial, where they looked at loads of people with chronic back pain. Now, they got them to do just general core exercises, and it worked, but they didn't have a control group, which means that they didn't look at other people who didn't do that. And they all got better. But why did they get better? Because they just moved their backs. It wasn't about the core stability thing. And actually, when people say it's a core sitting, you've got to brace yourself for these movements, that makes no sense. So if you have been told that, the evidence we know now doesn't translate. Like if you just hold your fist for too long, you start getting tension here, that's all happening in your back. It just gets tense and knotted, and it's not great. Backs wear out with loading and twisting. Again, another myth. We're not vehicles, we're not lorries, we're not tractors. You have an ultimate and limited amount of lifts that you want to do. And this gentleman here is a good testament to that. If he can lift 500 kilograms and not hurt his back, then you can definitely pick a pencil up off the floor and not be worried about some catastrophic event. So if you enjoyed that presentation and you've got any further questions, please feel free to drop us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, drop us an email or a call, and we can help you going forwards.